can already hear the echoes of, this seems like it's a game pack. It doesn't really feel like an expansion pack. How do we feel about that? Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, vstreetlove. I'm Vanessa, my pronouns are she, her, and on this channel I like to make silly Sims videos. So in this video, I want to talk about just my thoughts and feels about Enchanted by Nature for what we know so far. Obviously, no one's gotten their hands on the game yet, but based on the blog post, based on the trailer, personally, my thoughts are that I am not sure how I feel about this. I am excited for the fairies because that does look fun, and I just knew The Sims was gonna do the fairies with an occult tree kind of thing where you can level up. Like, that's what it sounds like is going to happen. Obviously, we don't know, we haven't seen it yet. That was not the gameplay trailer. But yeah, I mean, I think that obviously I'm super stoked about like an apothecary situation because I've already played the game like that with the potions that you get from Realm of Magic. So being able to do something like that and not have it be associated with magic per se is gonna be pretty dope. Being able to live amongst nature, I think is cool as well. That being said, I guess this is The Sims telling us that game packs are dead. Like, I don't know. I just feel like once upon a time, this would have been a game pack, right? Yeah, the last game pack was in 2022 with werewolves. Somebody in my chat has said about how basically game packs are for sure done. I hold out this much hope because everyone thought that stuff packs were done. And then they came back with stuff packs. This though, fairies coming out in an expansion pack. With Life and Death, Ghosts got an expansion, yes. But we already had Ghosts in the game. Getting fairies in this expansion pack is concerning. It is concerning for the future of game packs for me. I'm like, oh, they might really be dead. And I love me a game pack, so that's upsetting. One of the things that I'm working on is thinking about my own personal rubric for ranking and rating expansion packs, and what I hope that we get from expansion packs and what I hope they bring to the table. I really wanted all of the packs that The Sims 4 came out with after Life and Death to be like Life and Death. It doesn't feel like that. It doesn't feel like that. Life and Death, we got a new lot type. We got a new event type. Lot type, cemeteries. The new event type, funeral. We got new skills. We got new aspirations. That usually comes with new packs in general. We got the update with the occult with ghosts. Life and Death also had 2 careers. Right. We have the naturopath, it sounds like career, which they said being able to cure Sims at home. I can't tell if that means that it is a career, like the first career that's like entirely work from home. The freelance careers are like that. You take on gigs. Ooh, okay, Taylor, maybe it's a freelance gig that we're getting, like a new freelance gig. And obviously new cast for all ages. This, I'm like, I can't tell. They hate babies. They hate babies. Are we getting stuff for toddlers? Are we getting stuff for infants? I can't tell from this pack. This feels like a very young adult focused pack where you get to live outside and be one with nature. Where is the stuff for the babies? I did see some stuff for kids, which is exciting. I do like seeing that with expansion packs. You know what would be interesting? Can children get ailments? Can infants? Here's the standard how I hold expansion packs too. Does it hold up well on its own with only the base game? And does it work well with other packs? Will it bleed into my gameplay? I imagine that base game and Enchanted by Nature do go well together because you know Simmers love gardening. So the fact that we have essentially a whole new use for things that we would garden, which is helping take care of other Sims, I think that alone is fun new gameplay. And then obviously just base game and Enchanted by Nature, you're gonna get a whole occult, which is fairies. Like, if you are a cozy simmer and you like gardening in The Sims and taking care of your little plants and just kind of like, you know, having little natural Sims, having a farm or whatever, this is about to be all about you, even without fairies. The apothecary thing, the foraging, interacting with nature, having all the new build buy stuff, that's all like, you know, cottage fairy core. I think it'll be all about you. And then also more to do with the gnomes, maybe. I have mixed feelings. I have mixed feelings about this because I think it'll be cute. I just am not sure. The Sims are excellent at occults. V, a few streams ago. Now she's unsure. Peter, what the hell is going on? All right. Here's the thing. The fairies, did you see the screenshots of the fairies? The fairies look like it's about to be dope. The fairies about to be lit. I don't care what happens. Fairies about to be lit. But things was lit with game packs. And I hate being that guy because those guys are so annoying. Everybody who's always like, it could have been a game pack. It didn't have to be an expansion pack. is not about if the pack will be enjoyable. My concern is it enjoyable for $40 USD? That's the concern. Is it expansion pack price enjoyable? And that seems to be the question with a lot of the packs that The Sims has put out as of late. So we've got Enchanted by Nature. No one's played it, we don't know. So that's up in the air. Go back, businesses and hobbies. Expansion pack worthy? I don't know. Go back, life and death. Expansion pack worthy? I would say so. Go back, Love Struck. Expansion pack worthy? Still not sure, right? Like, not sure. What came out before Love Struck? It was For Rent. MFing For Rent. I feel like For Rent is For Rent. I want to love For Rent so bad. For Rent is low-key my favorite concept so far. I wanted apartments so bad, and yet it's killing people's saves. I can't properly endorse For Rent if it's killing people's saves. Expansion pack worthy? Yeah. Disappointed though, because apartments, I'm like, damn, that should have just gone to everybody. Sell me something else. Let everyone have apartments. Horse Ranch, I don't even know what to say about that. About the money it costs to animate horses. It's expensive. Before that, Growing Together. Growing Together, I thought was expansion pack worthy until I remember that infants came to everyone. So when I associate Growing Together with infants, and I'm like, oh my God, with Growing Together, we got infants. No. We got infants at the same time as Growing Together, but infants are separate from Growing Together. All of the infant gameplay is locked behind Growing Together, which honestly, if you're gonna do it like that. Give everybody the thing, but paywall the cool parts about the thing. F it. If you're gonna do it like that. So I think if you're excited about fairies, I don't have a problem with it. I'm kind of like, oh, the fairies do look fun, but I'm in the EA Creator Network. So as part of being in the EA Creator Network, they're going to gift me the pack. So then my responsibility as a creator is to make sure I get in the game, I'm poking around, we're exploring it together, so then you guys can decide if you want to spend your hard-earned money on these packs. So for me, as someone who is passionate about the game, who has a YouTube channel about the game, who live streams about the game, that's my responsibility. I am having fun, I do enjoy playing the game, and it's like, I gotta be real. It's like, okay, well, would I say, hey, you should spend $40 on this? Only time will tell. Once I get my hands on it, then we'll be able to tell. Then once we get in there and really play, we can tell. Hence why when I start poking around, I actually start using Get Together, the pack that I think is one of the most slept on, I can confidently say, hey, Get Together is worth the money. Horse Ranch, I can confidently say, if you don't like horses, don't worry about Horse Ranch. I like the nectar making. That's the reason why I bought it. And that I got Horse Ranch before I was even in the Creator Network. You think Life and Death was worth the money. Exactly, Heather. I want all packs to feel like that. I want every pack you purchase, whether you buy it on sale or you buy it full price, you feel good about the fact you spent your money on that. I want all the packs to work. I want all the things that they sell us to work and not be broken. Like businesses and hobbies right now, my Buki Bear, okay? Employees are broken right now. If you hire an employee, it's like broken. The hell is that? That pack just came out. What's going on? You know? If it was just like the Apothecary pack, that would have been a stuff pack because that's what they did with Crystal Creations. So we got a game pack plus a stuff pack in one. And I guess that's an expansion pack now. Someone says, I'm struggling to understand what is new other than fairies though. Foraging/creating medicines is from Outdoor Retreat. Sleeping on the ground is from Werewolves. Living off the land is from Cottage Living. It's like they've taken parts of existing packs, put them in a new pack, and just added fairies. It doesn't seem like fairies are the main feature as they only showed them briefly at the end of the trailer. Well, I disagree with that last statement as far as it not being a main feature because obviously we've read more literature. Fairies are definitely a main feature of this pack. I also think it's worth saying for me that when something is expansion pack worthy or feels like it's, you know, that full, it should be really obvious. Like I shouldn't have to dig around and, you know, think this hard on it. It should be super, super obvious. Hence why I was super excited about Life and Death. Life and Death felt like an expansion pack to me. Now, whether or not you care about funerals and cemeteries and that sort of thing, that's on you. But the pack itself was full to me. Full, rich. We still, to this day on my channel, have not explored everything with Life and Death. I have not done everything with the bucket list system. I haven't gotten through that damn Reaper career. Haven't gotten through the Undertaker career. I've played as a ghost, but we haven't like started and finished as a ghost. We haven't even played as a reborn sim yet. There was so much in that pack. Months later, I still haven't done everything with it. versus businesses and hobbies, which more or less we've done. More or less, basically, after setting up one business, that's the gameplay. Bayla, you said businesses and hobbies was disappointing. I will meet you halfway. I can't even truly disparage businesses and hobbies. Businesses and hobbies, I always have grace for conceptually because of how much I like get together in the club system. I know businesses and hobbies is just gonna just get better with time. Even with Enchanted by Nature, with having an apothecary. I don't know how they have set it up, but I imagine this is ripe for a small business, like a capital B business from businesses and hobbies. So businesses and hobbies is only gonna get better with time because there's so much you can do with that pack. Especially, I've said it before, if you think of it just as trying to like own like a retail shop and stuff, that experience was disappointing, but that's not what it was. It's custom community lots. That's what businesses and hobbies is. You want canning and more foraging, wild floral items. Canning, stepping on cottage living. That's what happens when we're getting things piecemeal across different packs. Some of the stuff that we want is already in another pack. You were hoping the new skill would be building outdoor living furniture like hammocks. Well, yeah, that's why somebody earlier mentioned, maybe Alicia earlier mentioned about woodworking. And that's why I'm like, they don't mention it here. They don't mention it in the blog post or anything about getting more woodworking recipes, is what they're calling them. That is coming to the Nature's Calling event though. So remember, there is going to be an event leading up to the expansion pack release. And part of the rewards for the event is getting new things to make on the woodworking table. I mean, you can see how this stuff is related, right? Like getting new wood pieces, sound of nature music, new sandals, decorative rocks, a plate of food that you'd forage, new swimsuits, you know, even just the new woodworking table in general, the fairy eyeglasses, like all of this is related. Like you don't have to get the new pack to get all this. You just have to get in and like play all the things. They've paywalled crawling in a ball and sleeping. Oh, maybe that's what I'm kind of feeling like. I'm like, oh, did this go far enough for me? You know, I was hoping, remember I was talking about before wanting a little bit more of like cross pack compatibility, you know, with like outdoor retreat with the whole herbalism skill. Even this kind of like crosses over with Realm of Magic. I mean, it's interesting, right? Because a lot of what The Sims is recycling the same effects. How you get there might be different, but where you end up is essentially the same, right? Like we're gonna have fairies that can do something with plants, but then we also have spellcasters who can do stuff with plants. Emotions and harvesting emotions from Sims essentially is like we can affect emotions and stuff now being ghosts. There is a lot of overlap in like where you end up. I think that also is informed by there's only so much you can do, I guess, with the way that the life sim is set up. So just how you get there will be different depending on what you decide to do, whether you want to be a fairy, you know, spellcaster. I mean, even sleeping outside, people have been talking about that's the same thing as, you know, with werewolves, right? You can sleep on the ground, you can pee anywhere, you can just eat whatever, right? That's werewolves down to a T. So getting some of that lived up for fairies, I mean, it makes sense. It just is kind of funny. Because I didn't play with fairies. So this was not an occult I was looking forward to. I think it's going to be an occult that I'm pleasantly surprised by. And I also think that this is one of those things where if you wanted fairies, respectfully, I better not hear another motherfucking name. The fairy truthers have won. This is y'all's day. This is y'all's hack. And I want this to be everything you want because I didn't even play with fairies. I ain't played with fairies in The Sims before. This will be the Enchanted by Nature expansion pack will be the first time I play with fairies. I better not hear another damn word about it. We got the fairies, okay? That'll be me when we finally get cars. When we finally get cars and they're bunk version of cars that nobody really wants, I'll be like, hey, I can't say nothing though because I want cars. It's also not really fair to judge the pack before it's actually seen everything, to be honest. Come on. Half the fun of watching these is to judge, and make wild accusations before we actually get the pack. That's half the fun of being a simmer. Get all enraged and upset about information we don't even know yet. What do you mean? That's why you play Sims. Okay, well, let me know what you think about the Enchanted by Nature expansion pack reveal trailer, the blog post. If there's anything else that you've seen out on the interwebs that you want to tell me about, leave it in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, you like and share this video, and you turn on the post notifications so you know when my next video goes up. I go live weekly on this channel as well, playing The Sims, so you're gonna want to subscribe for that. But don't worry, there's more fun to be had on my channel. Make sure you check out the other videos on my channel, and until next time, y'all, dag dag!